identity preservation and traceability. In most countries, due to government regulations and industry requirement, it is necessary that everything that you grow, one needs to know whether it is GM or non-GM. So seed companies, for example, before they plant the seeds have to be checked. Then they'll have to check the plants in the field. And as they sell the grain and it goes through the different route in harvest, transportation, destination, barges, import, export, at every place it has to be checked to make sure that what you have is indeed either GM or non-GM. So traceability is very important. Food and feed safety. Some of the GMOs are approved for human use, some are not approved for human use. They're only used for cattle feed. So unless we have some kind of testing to ensure that we are not giving animal feed to human, it'll create a problem. So again, at that point also we need some kind of GMO testing. I would say 80% of processed food in the US today contains some GM material. So people are already, as Dr. Sasikaran said, people are eating GMO for many, many years in the US. So what technology are we using to detect this GM? Primarily two. Either we detect the presence of inserted new DNA, or we detect the protein which is transcribed by this new DNA. So basically we are using two technology. And in protein-based technology, we are using again a two format. Both formats are based on antibody to detect this new protein. One takes about 1 or 2 hours, which is ELISA format, and the second one takes about less than 5 minutes. In a basic analytical chain, if you can break it down to a seed company, to a farmer, to an elevator, a wholesaler, to an ingredient supplier, a food processor, and a retail. At several points, different tests are done. A seed company may do PCR as well as ELISA as well as lateral flow for routine analysis, while farmer, when we buy seeds from seed company, may do it again for an audit purpose. Just wants to make sure that I have got what I've got is correct. So which test you use depends upon where you are in this analytical chain. So elevator, for example, will use lateral flow, while a food processor may use all three. So I think the important take-home message is there is no one test which is absolute. Different people do different tests depending upon what is the information you are seeking. And this is an export analytical chain where you have border control, where they would want to quickly find out if I can unload the ship or not unload the ship. Then there is no time to wait for 3 days, 4 days to decide whether I can unload this cargo if it is GMO or non-GMO. So there is no one test which is perfect. That's the take-home message.